Okay, when you guys are attempting this drawing today, this is your first 3D drawing in Solidworks. Here's the views, and this is the drawing I'm going to reference back and forth. Alright, so in Solidworks, actually, let's start right from the desktop. Let's get out of this, close this, save all. Alright, from your desktop, this is the application that you want to start. It is right here, SolidWorks 2018. Double click on that guy. Most of you are some of you might be very familiar with it if you've been in robotics or in STEM. So some of this is going to be review for you. All right, from this point, you're going to go up to File, New, and it's going to be a part. So double click on the part. Couple things you need to set first right off the bat. Make sure that you're in inch pound seconds here. Come up top here under dock props. Make sure the units or the overall drafting standard is ANSI, and your units right here are decimals. All right. Okay, so for this part, we're going to start sketching this front view. So you want to start sketching basically the view that shows the most detail of the part. So I'm going to start in the front view. So on your view palette, so you click on the front plane, come up to sketch, and then you sketch. This is quite a bit different than AutoCAD. So I'm going to sketch geometry first. So basically the outside profile of the part. Again, look at the output. Now I'm going to apply dimensions to that. Then you go up to Smart Dimension, apply this dimension, and that is 1.86. All right, then I'm going to apply a dimension to the overall height. The overall height is 1.125. 1.125. Oops. 1.125. All right. Then we're going to apply the this angle here, and then this 3/4 of an inch. So this guy is 0.75. And then the angle, I believe, was 63. Now what you're looking for is that this is fully defined. That's fully defined. All right. From this point, once you have this fully defined in all these relations, so this means that this line is vertical. This means that this line is horizontal. That means this line is vertical. And then we have the angle. We come up to features, we go extrude boss base. We're going to flip the direction right here where it goes. We're going to go back. And that one's going back the 1 1/8. So the thickness of the part, the overall depth, is 1.125. So that's what we put in here. And accept that. All right. Now, if you keep going down your part, you notice that there's a hole that's cut through here. Okay. That is a 5/8 inch hole, and it's located an 1 1/8 from there and 0.563 from there. So I'm click on this face, and I come up to sketch, and I grab the circle, sketch entity, and I smart dimension from that edge to the center. And again, that is 1.125. And the height from there to there is the 0.563. Then we have to dimension the diameter of that, and I believe it was 0.625. Right here, 0.625. And since now we're not adding material, we're removing material. Come up to features, extrude cut, and then we do a through all. And accept that. Okay. All right, now we got one more. We got a hole back here, and then we have this slot cut in it. All right, that slot, if you take a look at this guy, that slot is 0.343 off this edge. And we have 0.360 from that edge. So I'm assuming that that 0.343 is a typical dimension. So this is 343 and this is 343. And that's 360 back. So I'm going to do a sketch on this top plane, sketch, and I'm going to sketch a center rectangle. Now this will make more sense. Wait a minute, no, I'm not going to do that. That doesn't make any sense for what I'm doing. Okay. What I'm going to do instead, let me pause. Okay, center rectangle doesn't make any sense there. I'm going to do a corner rectangle on this face. All right. So now I'm going to smart dimension this from here to here. That 343. And then I'm going to do from here to here the 0.343. And then from back here this dimension. And that's 0.360. As long as I'm extending past the part, I don't care, you know what I mean? You can extend this rectangle past. So then go Features, Extrude Cut, and do Through All here. All right, now there's the slot cut in there. All right, now we have a hole in the back part, in the back of this part. So I'm going to start a sketch on that face. And this time I'm going to use a center line, which is a reference geometry from that corner to that corner. And then I'm going to grab a circle, and I'm going to let that circle snap at the midpoint of this line. See how that relation comes up? And I believe that hole right here is a 1/4 inch, right there. And put that at 0.25. You notice that right here it says fully defined. It is because this line is going from vertex to vertex, and I put the center point of the circle that's coincident with the midpoint of this construction line. So again, I'm removing material, so I go Features, Extrude Cut. And then here I can just go up to Next, so it'll find this face, and you accept that. Pretty much now that that part has been fully modeled, we have everything in there. The next step is to take this to the drawing. So we go from the part to the drawing. So from here we go File, Make Drawing from Part. Of course, you're going to want to name this and put this in a new folder in your H drive. So I'm going to just name this Test. And then we're using a landscape. So hit OK. Now all your views should pop up. This is what you're going to really like about this compared to AutoCAD, because it's going to generate all the hidden and center lines for you. So I'm going to click, bring the front view out here first. There's my right side view, there's my top view, and then there's my isometric view. Notice that the views are way too large for this sheet. So I'm going to click on the primary view that I put in here, come over here, say Use Custom Scale, and I'm going to try 1:1. Well, 1:1 is a little small, so I'm going to go over here, User Define, put 1.5 to 1. That looks pretty good. All right, then to show the hidden lines, I'm going to click on this view, come up, and show the hidden lines. So all the hidden lines in all the views appear. Now I'm going to annotate my drawing. So I come up here to annotation, go center line, click on here and here. There's my center line for that hole. Click here and here, center line for that hole. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this center line because it carries through all the part and stretch it past that part. There we go. Same thing with this one, center line. Oops. Come on. You know what? I'm just going to delete that. I'm going to use this guy because they're the same. So I'm going to uncheck. I'm going to make the mark bigger. No, I don't like that either. So I'm just going to delete that. I'm going to go center line. Stretch that through. Now I'm going to put a center mark back in this one. There we go. All right, that looks good. We got one more over here. Okay, then you basically start annotating your drawing, or start adding dimensions to your drawing. So under Smart Dimension, click on your geometry. So that should be 3 decimal places. So I click over here, 3 decimal places, 6225. Angular dimension. You're going to like this dimensioning a lot nicer than AutoCAD. So you basically will go through your whole part and start adding those dimensions in there. All right, so I'm not going to go ahead and dimension the whole drawing. Right before you're ready to print, you hit escape here. You bring your cursor over to the right click, edit sheet format. And this is where you'll populate your drawing, your title block. Here you can put in your material. So if you notice, as I slowly come over here, and the A will show up, and then you double click, and that's when you type that in. Same with date, and so on and so forth. To get out of the title block, you click here, and then your views will pop back up. All right. So basically, you have gone from your art to your part. I'm using Control Tab right now. Here's your part, your 3D model. And then there's your drawing. They're associative. So what that means is that they're linked. It's not like AutoCAD where nothing's linked to it, so they're linked. So if I change anything, so basically let's say I change this angle here from 63 to 65. And then I rebuild, and I come back to my drawing. That automatically updates. That's huge. Huge advantage to this software. All right. Thanks for watching.